What's going on, guys? We have a 7-game slate in the NBA tonight. Should be a fun slate. I feel like I haven't talked the NBA this entire week. We had Monday Night Football, then we had NBA Cup games, a little 3-game NBA slate too mixed in there. Hasn't been a lot of basketball this week, but maybe it's been a good thing for me because I have been on a bit of a cold run in the NBA. Hopefully that changes tonight. I did have a little bit extra time to dig deeper into these player props today. Full transparency, I'm off from the regular job today, so I had a lot more time to really dig into each game and go through a lot more individual player cards, looking at a lot of different scenarios and stuff. So hopefully I could bring a handful of winners to you guys tonight. NFL's been going great. We've been profitable almost every single week this season. My NFL video for Sunday will be posted super late on Saturday night. I don't post the NBA on the weekends on YouTube, but if you want to see my NBA picks, you'll need to become a VIP. If you want a 3-day free trial for VIP so you can get those picks this weekend and all the NFL picks for this week, there's a link in the description below that will give you that 3-day free trial. Otherwise, you'll just have to rely on my YouTube videos or what I post in Discord. The Discord is completely free. It's there are a couple paid tabs that are hidden. There's only 2 of them. So 90% of the Discord is free. So come on in. The link to join is in the pinned comment below. Just join in, be an active member of the community. Post your Spotify raps, post whatever you want to do, talk about gaming, just whatever you want. Just make it what you want it to be. Coming up on about 1,800 members in there too. So we're growing pretty good. Hopefully I can see you guys in there. And then last, before I get into the plays here, what I'm showing on the screen is Outlier.bet. This is a paid subscription website, but honestly, it is the best research tool out there. It's the only thing that I use to find my sports betting picks. It's really the only thing that you need. If you want a 7-day free trial for Outlier, there's a link in the description below that will get you just that. All right, let's get into the plays here for tonight. Like I always say, there are some days where I have a little bit more plays than others, so a lot more on a volume standpoint for me. But the dollar amounts generally stay the same. Like I don't, if I have like 10 bets on a day, I'm not gonna be betting 5 times more because I have more bets. I'm just kind of evening it all out. So be careful with your bankroll. You have to sustain the variance. You're not gonna win every single day. Just the way that it goes, especially in the NBA where things get really weird. And on a Friday night, things get really weird in the NBA on the weekends. All right, let's get into the plays here. First play I want to talk about is Jalen Johnson, over 32.5 points and assists. Now, this is actually a twofer. I'm on his points and assists regular line, and I'm going to be on his Green Goblin line too. But we'll just talk about the main line. So looking at the full season here, it's not going to look that great. He's only gone over in 9 out of 22 games. But the Hawks are without Porzingis, and they're without Trae Young tonight. We have an 8-game sample size this year of both them being out. Johnson has not gone below 32. He's averaging 39.6 points and assists per game, going over in 7 out of 8 games. I'm also on his parlay filler Green Goblin play of 24.5. Same reason, he hasn't gone below 32. You're giving us 24.5 as an alternate line. I will take that every single day over on PrizePicks. Next play, heading over to the Nets, is Michael Porter Jr. over 24.5 points. So Cam Thomas is out for the Nets. He's been out for a little bit here. And Michael Porter has been averaging 27.8 points per game without him. And he's really the only true scorer on this team. This Nets team is pretty bad. And I'm saying that as a lifelong, miserable Nets fan. We had our chance. Durant's foot was half an inch too big. Anyways, that's besides the point. But Michael Porter's gone over this numbers 9 out of 12 games, averaging 27.83 points per game. And he's gone over in 5 out of 6 away games, averaging 29 points per game in that sample size. Decent matchup against Dallas. It's not expected to be too big of a blowout, and Nets are only 7.5-point underdogs, so they might keep it close in this one, and if they do keep it close, it will be because of Michael Porter scoring. Heading over to Jay Huff on the Indiana Pacers. Some of you guys might not even know who he is. But basically, we have 2 games without Ben Shepherd for the Pacers recently. And Huff played 28 and 31 minutes. So those are some really high numbers. Looking at the full season, I'm just going to be very conservative with my minutes projection on him and say he plays 22 minutes or more tonight. And when he plays 22 or more minutes this season, he's averaging 19.3 PRA per game, going over this number 5 out of 7 times and landing on 16 on the dot once. I think he's going to get enough run here. Embiid is playing for the Sixers tonight. As of right now, he's probable. He's not going to follow Jay Huff out to the three-point line. And you see here, Huff actually shoots threes for a big man, shooting 35% from the field from three-pointers in this sample size. 9 3-point attempts in the one game, 8, 7, 6. Like, he can go out there and chuck them. Embiid's not going to follow him out there, so he's going to be open a lot. The shots just need to fall for him. We honestly might see something like this 29 or 24 PRA for Jay Huff tonight of the Pacers. Heading over to another role player is Trey Jones of the Chicago Bulls. He's the first guy off the bench, and he plays about 25 minutes a game. He is coming back from a minor injury. He hasn't played since the first, but I think he's going to go right back to his normal role of about 25 minutes per game off the bench. He's gone over this number in 11 out of 12 away games when Josh Giddey plays, and he's playing 25 or more minutes. So look at the large sample. It's 11 out of 15. 25 or more minutes, 11 out of 12. Actually, if I go like 20 or more minutes, it's 11 out of 12. So solid spot for Trey Jones tonight to go over this 19.5 PRA against a really bad Hornets team who is going to be missing LaMelo Ball. I think they're missing Colin Sexton too. And I'm not sure if he'll show me on here. And Trey Mann, like they're missing a lot of guys here. So good spot for Trey Jones, getting good line on it on Sleeper. If you're playing on PrizePicks Underdog, you can actually get it at 18.5 too. So that's even better than the 19.5 that we were getting this morning. One more play for the regular bets before I get into the first half bets for Underdog and PrizePicks. We're going with Lauri Markkanen over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Plain and simple on this one, we have 17 games without Walker Kessler this year. He's averaging 8.5 rebounds and assists per game, but you see there's a couple in here that are really skewing that number down, where he only had 4 or 5. But the majority of the time, he's had 9+, going over in 12 out of 17 times. Not too much to this one, just solid spot for Lauri Markkanen. He's going to be on the floor. He plays 35 minutes a game, which I always like to see when I'm taking it over, just the minutes and opportunity. Heading over to the first half bets now. So these are plays that are only on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks. If you don't have an account with Underdog Fantasy, I have a promo code for you. The code is LayTheHouseRM. You'll get a deposit bonus on that. You'll get some bonus funds too when you deposit. Just take advantage of all these promos any chance you get because they're essentially free money, so you might as well just give it a shot. But the first play we are on for the first half markets, not too crazy on the trends here, but Nick Claxton, over 5.5 first half points. He's gone over this number in 19 out of 23 games this year. Not much to that besides just the high hit rate. Next play is Donovan Mitchell, under 21.5 first half PRA. You guys know I take this line all the time. It's 19.5 on PrizePicks, 21.5 on Underdog. Don't take this play on PrizePicks. Take it on Underdog at 21.5. Get the value while it's there. Main reason for this one, he's gone under in 13 out of 16 away games the last 2 seasons after DeAndre Hunter trade. It actually is, let me get the filter correct for you guys. After the Hunter trade, so 13 out of 16 games. Let's see. I don't know what the filter was that I got. Anyways, it was 13 out of 16, the filter I was looking at earlier. I can't pull it up for some reason. What I was exactly looking at, I think it was Hunter and maybe Garland is what I looked at. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, it was with Hunter and Garland both being active and on the road. It's 14 out of 17 hit rate you see here, but this first game was before the trade. The trade happened before this game on February 12th, so it was 13 out of 16 games. So I guess I have a typo in my thing, but 13 out of 16 games where Donovan Mitchell's gone under this number on the road with Garland and Hunter. He can always blow up in the spot. Obviously, 25, 25, 24. He can have like 22 real points and a half, but I like to ride the long-term trends on this one, and averaging 15.7. Yeah, I'll take this every single game until they stop giving it to me. One more play on the first half market. It's another guy off the bench, and it's Isaiah Stewart, over 8.5 first half PRA. This is PrizePicks only. It's not an Underdog Fantasy. He comes off the bench. He'll play about 12 minutes in the first half or so. He's gone over this number in 14 out of 18 games this season when Cade Cunningham is active. Just solid hit rate for him to go over this 8.5 first half PRA number off the bench. I have two parlay fillers. Well, actually, one. I mentioned the other one with Jalen Johnson. So, one other play for you guys tonight is Julius Randle over 24.5 PRA. He's gone over in 22 out of 24 games this season while averaging 35.9. 24.5 is way too low. I'll take my chances on this against the Warriors tonight, who he's gone over in 8 out of 9 games against them the last two seasons, ending on 24 once in a game where he just played really bad and only 27 minutes in that game, too. So he should smash this number tonight as a goblin play or a parlay filler on DraftKings. But that's going to wrap up the NBA slate for me today. If you want to see my NFL picks, you got to become a VIP if you want to see them right now. Otherwise, you have to wait until really late Saturday night or early Sunday morning when I post the NFL picks for the weekend. My next video will be that NFL one on Saturday. I'll have an NFL video on Monday, probably not an NBA video because I'm trying not to double dip them. So my next NBA video will likely be on Tuesday or Wednesday next week, depending on what the schedule looks like. But that's going to wrap things up today. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. Best of luck on your bets tonight, and thanks for watching, everybody.